Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle, make smart nutritional choices, fight against the laziness, move more and sit less. It's not about perfection, but it's about consistency. It's not about the look, but it's about how you feel. And on my channel, I've talked to you guys many times about heart disease. And I've talked to you guys about how many of these diseases in the world, especially in America, these things that we suffer from in society, most of this stuff is preventable, ladies and gentlemen. Most of the disease and death in this world is preventable, right? Heart disease is preventable for a lot of us out there, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about living the active lifestyle, making smart nutritional choices. And I was watching the news the other day, and once again, more bad news for the people out here in the world, right? Heart-related disease is up in the world. It's the deaths, they're up. So once again, I've told you guys on this channel to focus on your heart rate, the max heart rate, getting your heart rate into the red zone, right? Don't focus on the show muscles, focus on the heart muscle. The heart is a muscle, ladies and gentlemen, and it needs to be worked out. It needs to be stressed. So once again, I've told you guys many times on this channel that you want to keep your heart rate in the red zone. And the way you do this is by working out with intensity, right? Doing high intense training or interval training, right? High intensity interval training. This is really what you want to focus on, especially as we get older in our lives. It's more important that we focus on the heart muscle, getting the heart beating, keeping it strong. I've told you guys many times that I've trained people and they haven't done exercise their whole life, or they were not exercising for a while and now they're trying to get back into it. And we start exercising and all of a sudden they start to feel weird. The weird feeling that they have is their heart beating. They're not used to having their heart beat that fast, that hard, and they start to get worried. People think they're having a heart attack. This is what happens when you don't exercise regularly and then you start to exercise. This is what happens when you start to get your heart rate going. You start to get your heart rate bumping hard, beating hard. And that's what you want. That's a good feeling, ladies and gentlemen. That's not a scary feeling or a bad feeling. You want your heart to be stressed. You want to push your heart. You want to get it beating hard. That's how you exercise it. This is how you stay fit, ladies and gentlemen. That's what fitness is. Fitness is not about lifting heavy weights and how big your muscles are. That's not fitness. That's strength. Those are two completely different things. To be strong is great, but I've told you guys, how strong is strong enough? A lot of people spend their entire lives chasing strength that they'll never attain. They're trying to be the strongest person in the world, or as strong as this guy or that guy. That's not it, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to be chasing the look or chasing someone else and how much they can lift. That's not important, right? You want to focus on your fitness, your health. And being healthy is having your heart healthy and getting your heart rate up. You could be in the gym for 2 hours, focus on lifting weights, focus on your strength, and never get your heart rate up into the red zone. Never even get your heart rate up into even a minimal place. How many times you've been to the gym and you see people in the gym and they're in there for an hour, maybe in there for 2 hours. They don't even break a sweat. They never break a sweat in the gym. They're never sweaty. They never look like they're breathing hard. They're not getting their heart rate up. You have to get your heart rate up. The only way that you should be able to, like, you think about when you see someone in the gym and they're always talking, right? They're always lollygagging on their phone, or they're stopping to talk to everybody. How hard are you really working if you have time and you're able to talk to all these people as you're exercising? As you guys can see, a lot of times in my videos, I'm breathing heavy. I'm sweating still because I just finished exercising. But during the exercise, I couldn't talk to people, or after I finished exercising, I'm not able to really speak or talk like that because once again, you're out of breath. You have your heart rate bumping. You're pushing yourself, right? You're trying your best out there. And that's really what it's all about. It's not about lifting as much weight as this person or that person. It's about being the best version of yourself and pushing yourself and getting your heart rate up. And the only way you can do that is by resting less, not walking around the gym talking and lollygagging. Even if you're at home, keep the workout short and intense. I told you guys, I work out for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. That's it. Most days, my workouts consist of a 30-minute routine. And I'm pushing myself hard during those 30 minutes, though. So I'm going to get more accomplished in 30 minutes than most people will get accomplished in 1 or 2 hours at a gym, right? Thinking that they're doing something when they're not doing anything at all. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, the heart disease is up in this world, right? Heart-related deaths are up in the world. They're up. They're not going down. So we're not getting any better. I talked about how, severe obesity is up in America. It's not going down, even though we're supposed to be getting more knowledgeable and we have more, advantages over, past years as far as our nutrition and what we know. Our knowledge about health and fitness is greater today than it was back then, but we're not getting any better. So we're supposed to know more, but we're not doing more. We're not. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you have to move more and sit less, right? Heart-related or heart disease is up in the world, up in this country. And why is that? Because we're not making smart nutritional choices, right? So we're eating bad food and we're clogging up our arteries and things of that nature, right? But also we're not living the active lifestyle. We're sitting on our butts. We have to move more. That's a big problem in society, right? We have to move more. Being lazy is a huge problem. And that goes hand in hand with your heart health, ladies and gentlemen. So remember, heart-related disease is up, and this is all preventable. This stuff is preventable, ladies. If this is not cancer, this is preventable. Heart disease is preventable, right? Like I said, I've told you guys many, many times, nothing is guaranteed. I could drop dead making this video. Nothing's guaranteed. But what we want to do is put the odds in our favor. And you're going to have a better chance of living a better and longer life if you're living the active lifestyle, making smart nutritional choices. It's going to put the odds in your favor. It's not going to guarantee anything, but it's going to put the odds in your favor. It's going to give you a better chance to have a greater and better overall life. Those are the facts, ladies and gentlemen. Sitting on your butt is not going to help you at all. Eating bad and sitting on your butt is going to be even doubly worse. But just moving more and not eating right is not going to be a good thing. And eating right but not moving is not going to be a good thing. They have to go hand in hand. It's a synergy between exercise and nutrition, ladies and gentlemen. You can't do one without the other. I've told you that many times on this channel. It's a lifestyle change that you make. It's not a hobby. It's not seasonal. It's not time to time. It's something that you do for your entire life. It's not about perfection. It's about the consistency. No one's going to be perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not going to be perfect. But don't get worried about that. Just be consistent. Keep pushing yourself, right? And believe in yourself. Have the confidence in yourself and inspire the people around you by making a smart nutritional choice and living that active lifestyle and pushing yourself out there, getting your heart rate beaten. Whatever you're doing, ladies and gentlemen, you must get your heart rate up. That's the key here. So if you're starting out a routine and maybe you're going for a walk outside your block and you want to start to go further and further, maybe every week, push yourself to take a couple more steps every single week. What you need to eventually work your way up to is getting your heart rate up. Your heart rate has to get up. So I've told you guys, even if you work a job where you're on your feet all day, let's say, right? You work an active job, maybe it's a manual labor job, and you're on your feet all day. You're not sitting on your butt. You're not being lazy, so to speak. The problem for a lot of these kinds of people is they think that they're being active all day, and they are. The problem has been that you're not getting your heart rate up throughout the day. So you might be getting, 15,000 steps, 20,000 steps in a day, but the problem is your heart rate never went up. You never got into that orange zone. You never got into the red zone. You never got your heart rate up, right, for a certain amount of time to really help strengthen your heart, right? So those are things that we have to think about, right? Exercise is exercise, but you also must think about getting your heart rate up, getting the heart rate up, ladies and gentlemen, to prevent things like heart disease. So make the smart nutritional choices and understand this stuff is preventable, ladies and gentlemen. The choice that you make every single day, whether what you put in your mouth, what you put in your body, or how much you move versus how much you don't move. All of that affects your heart, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the biggest problem in America. Heart disease is the number one cause of death in the world, ladies and gentlemen. And most of this stuff is preventable. You've seen people with diabetes now is becoming a big problem in the world. People are becoming diabetics. They're becoming diabetics in society because all we eat now is sugar, refined carbs. This is all we live off in society, especially here in America. We have completely fallen off, and now everyone is becoming a diabetic because of our diets, the way that we're eating. These are things that are preventable, ladies and gentlemen. You could prevent this stuff. You could turn back the clock, so to speak. You could make a change. But you have to begin somewhere. You must start. Don't wait for tomorrow or the next day. You must start, ladies and gentlemen. It's never too late to make the change. You can get out there. Believe in yourself. Remember that.